Hi, Trinity family. I wanted to take a few moments to speak with you today as we continue to walk through a season that is carrying both sorrow and grace. The Eblast this week will be a little bit different. I will have an announcement at the end of the Eblast, but I just want to talk to you first about some of the things we've been experiencing. My father-in-law of blessed memory, the Reverend Jim Gilmore, used to say in times of trouble, take 2 Psalms and call me in the morning. So with that in mind, I'm going to start with 2 verses from Psalms. The first, Psalm 34:18. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. And Psalm 46:1. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in time of trouble. In recent weeks, we have mourned the deaths of beloved members of our parish family, including this week. Each loss reminds us how deeply connected we are to each other and how much each person contributes to the life of this community. Everyone matters to God and to us. We give thanks for their lives, for their faith, and for the ways that they each helped shape Trinity into being the place that we know and love today. Grief is not something we were meant to move through alone. As Christians, we trust that God is with us in our sorrow, and we know that we are called to be here for each other as well. Romans 12:15 says, rejoice with those who rejoice, weep with those who weep. And Galatians 6:2 says, bear one another's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. I want you all to know that our pastoral care team is here to support anyone who is grieving or going through a tough time. Some of us met last night at the church for support and prayer, and we're ready. Whether you would like a phone call, a visit, someone to pray with you, a listening ear, or simply someone to sit with you, please reach out. We have a team available, and we hope no one in our parish feels like they have to carry their burdens by themselves. To that end, our prayer team will be available after both services this Sunday in the prayer chapel, and will be there to pray with anyone who would like to take some time to pray with them. Pain is a very human feeling. It's not fun. Grief, it's biblical. Jesus wept at the death of his friend. We can't erase it, but we can help to bear each other's burdens as we move along. I can't imagine going through life without that support from both God and God's people. So thank you all for being here for each other. 2 weeks ago, our Sunday school students sang This Little Light of Mine in church on Denise's last day. I love that. I've watched the recording. It's on Facebook about 10 times. And, you can always count on kids to remind us of some of the lessons that we need to hear. On that day, they said, you are the light of the world. Let your light shine before others. Even as we grieve, we also continue the work of being Christ's presence in our community. One of the gifts of church life is that we hold joy and sorrow together, supporting one another while continuing to share God's love with the world around us as we are able. With that in mind, I wanted to let you know about several upcoming outreach opportunities. I'm sure you all know that our country's semi-quincentennial is coming up. Let's just call that America 250 because that's a big word. This is a significant milestone for our country, obviously. You might not know about the Episcopal Church's connection with the founding of our country. So how about a quick history lesson? So the idea for the Episcopal Church was created in Connecticut once the country declared independence from England. There's a house museum called the Glebe House in Woodbury, Connecticut, where in 1783, 10 Anglican priests met secretly and agreed to leave the Church of England and form a uniquely American church so they would not have to pledge loyalty to the King of England. They elected Connecticut Samuel Seabury, presiding bishop of this new American church. I highly recommend a visit to the Glebe House, and it has a garden. It's a great little house museum, and all Episcopalians should go check it out. The Revolution, of course, a very turbulent time for Anglicans in America. Priests had to declare fealty to the King of England, and the Book of Common Prayer, in use of that at that time from the Anglican Church, included weekly prayers for the King of England. Our clergy that were leading our sister church of Old St. Andrews in Bloomfield, that clergy was a loyalist, and in 1776 was arrested, tried, and jailed for aiding and abetting escaped British soldiers. Once released from prison, he led some parishioners to Canada, where he founded Trinity Anglican Church in Digby, Nova Scotia, which still exists today. Maybe you didn't know that more than half of the signers of the Declaration of Independence were affiliated with the Anglican Episcopal tradition. George Washington was a warden in his Episcopal church. And the fifth presiding bishop, Episcopal bishop of this new American church, Alexander Vietz Griswold, was born, as I read in a book, a stone's throw from Trinity Episcopal Church in Tariffville. So, Trinity is joining with our community to be a visible, welcoming, and joyful presence as we connect with our neighbors to celebrate America 250. First, we are going to join with churches all across the country who will ring our bells at 2 p.m. on July 4th to celebrate America's independence. Second, we will have a float in the Granby 4th of July parade. You might not know we have an outreach group that meets weekly, regularly. I'm not sure how often, and they've been planning this. So they've ordered those rubber bracelets to give out to parade goers. They're planning the float thanks to some contributions from others in the community. They're inviting us to join where our neighbors are gathered. And with close to or somewhere around half of our parishioners living in Granby, we're joining the parade. If you'd like to help decorate the float or march in the parade, hand out goodies, please reach out to Amanda for details. If not, show up at the parade, stand on the sidelines, be sure to cheer our float as it goes by, and represent the light of the world as we celebrate that day with our neighbors. These events may seem simple, but they are meaningful reminders that the church continues to be a beacon of hope, of connection, and of service right where our neighbors are living their lives. By showing up in our community, we honor those who came before us, not just 250 years ago, but those who came before us in our time now, while continuing to build relationships for the future. Thank you for caring for each other so faithfully. Please continue to keep all who are grieving in your prayers. And if you're carrying grief yourself, please reach out. Please reach out. Your church family is here for you. You matter to God, and you matter to us. May God bless you. May God comfort you. May God give you peace. And may we all continue to be the light of the world in our everyday lives. I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Bye.